Otto.
It's not bad.
Oh, she's been better.
Good.
Any word on Coop?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and their other friends in the west, asking no leads yet.
Right.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvass in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right. You win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the Professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
Oi, Otto, you got my gill.
Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across.
That.
The storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest soon?
You took your time.
I'm a busy man.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down.
Mid, you...
And I've been Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew. That was his dream for me. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. I know that I can help the people.
Well. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be...
Which is why I wrote...
For me?
Who else? First things first, I need equipment. There's the designs for the stuff The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Was wondering where you'd got to. Mid's back from...
Just now. She's planning to set up a work... Here's the list. Think you can find...
This lot.
Excellent.
It's paid. 100 times. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink, but...
Indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on.
Thank you. Blackthorn.
Was it a...
I have a... She requires... Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to... I'll see what I can...
My thanks. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Clive. Not Sangfordian, do you? Should last you a good while. Not bad, if I do say so myself. Anything else? What do you need? What do you want? That it? Fine.
It's all right.
With a good oil in this, should be enough. How do?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop, so naturally...
Well, I'd love to, but I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. I'd gladly spare Mid all. It don't have to be me, though, does it? You know, the one over at Mark.
That's right. I'll ask Martha if she can spare.
Ah, Clive.
Home.
I don't mind if he don't.
Thank you, Martha.
He went up to Cressida on business. Far as I...
I'll look for him.
Stay sharp.
Standards down.
This won't be easy. Come on. Run like the wind.
If it ain't the lad who's...
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might... Oh.
Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats... And, if Martha didn't...
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even... But you're a dab hand when it comes...
It's the least I can do. This shouldn't take long.
All yours, Torgal!
That should do it.
Thank you, son. Now my folks...
How long is it since...
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Must be nigh on a decade. Oh, it may as well have been a century.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that... I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Gonna head back before she thinks of anything else.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
All right, Clive?
I am. I've placed your
That's brilliant.
Is that...
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Cat. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to...
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Clive.
Talia,
Recovering.
of course. Take good care of her.
I'll do my... Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to...
The shell. Oh, that's right. He must have found some.
I'm feeling a lot better, thanks to Talia's remedies. But she insists I rest.
How may I help you today, Clive? Here you are. Come again. I may have more for you.
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about?
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her.
And what can I do for you? You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Oh, Maeve knows how to...
Clive, where have you been? I've been Where did you get him? Like...
They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and...
What do you reckon, Tor?
It's certainly Clive. I believe that Torgal may be no mere. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly. A girl from the Northern One awakens as the dumb.
You're saying that Jill granted to...
What?
Just like that. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as just when his master...
You're right. If it weren't...
Quite. His latent birthright as a frostwolf. It had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get...
And regarding your original, why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm good. Just you wait.
Then I look forward. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
I think I'll wait till...
You were born in Musselif, weren't you?
How's it coming along?
It's all right. See, there's nothing.
Mid's moved into the storeroom. Made a workshop out of it.
It's just one thing after another
The
around here.
Lillians have been up to their old tricks again.
How goes the...
Largely, we have myriad sightings of strange... If only we knew...
Well, if anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing...
What?
Word.
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't...
You have nothing to worry about.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmeks empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmeks will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmeks to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, your radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks.
It's just one thing after another around here.
Ah, my dear nephew. Through the good offices of young as are you, I hear. The Guardians, which is why I came. To learn...
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate...
I was.
Then I have questions for you.
Gladly. There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid...
A fleet sailing south past Port...
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet, come here and... It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde? To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance? No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waluders whose spirit... Now I think about it. The men seemed almost as if they believed, or
You have a keen mind, and you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have it may well have gone cold by now.
As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on...
I'd be glad if it. Give me a moment to make ready.
Very well, but be quick about...
Mid's finished outfitting her little work.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake.
You're not going...
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy them. I won't risk any more than I have to.
The Lancer and the Fang. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for...
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's. And we've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking, mate...
Thanks.
Sure,
Don't look so worried.
Thanks.
Gav, Otto.
You can count.
All right, Uncle.
We shall. I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Good girl.
Faster! Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Who do you think those soldiers were?
So...
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Go.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
It's the outlaw. Take him.
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
Who are you?
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Rawlers said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends.
Ah, they've closed. It would seem, look.
We have to get...
not by force.
By guile, then.
Rosina Dalamel. But how will we...
And that she was work. Sid's other collaborators have all been people. I'll wager this...
That would certainly help to narrow the search.
And that's exact.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake. You're a...
Anything I can... Allow me. My good man. We represent one of the oldest. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the...
Well, we're best known for our baths.
Thank you. Oh, you wouldn't happen...
No.
Well...
What do you want?
I won't keep you long. A woman by the name of Rosina.
Never heard of her.
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town...
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy. The owner's only a young sprig.
The Briar's Kiss, you said?
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal. How many times?
Can I help you? Yes, a long-standing pillar of your community, I believe.
Then you should ask. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people, like try the baths.
Thank... Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Excuse me.
I am.
I hope so. You know Rosina Dalamil?
And what business?
She was a close friend of mine.
Very well. Go to the bordello.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts us.
So you're the ones who've been...
I beg your...
Don't play the... Stick your nose in our...
Who are you working for?
He wanted us to...
Though one...
Lord Fur...
Look what you're skilled with a fitting talent.
You know who I am. So what now?
That isn't our work. Take him to meet his precious Rosina.
To the lock of...
To the lock of...